Hello everyone and welcome back to International Women's Day Great Debate event. I'm here with Jess Scully. She is the Councillor of the City of Sydney, and she's also a creative industries expert and event director and a public art curator with over 15 years of experience in publishing, events, policy and cultural strategy. Notably, Jess was the founding curator of Vivid Ideas, and she also curated events such as Junket and TEDx Sydney. What an impressive resume you have.
Oh, thank you, that's lovely.
Thanks again for joining Business News Australia today. Jess, what does International Women's Day mean to you?
I love it. I think it's a real celebration of how far we've come. Yes, we still have a way to go, but there's just been incredible progress for women, and the recognition of women in media is something that is one of the best parts of International Women's Day for me. I love hearing female voices on the radio, seeing more women on TV, hearing our stories told, and recognising that we aren't as visible as we could be, even though we have made some great progress.
Now, you've had such a varied and interesting career to date. What has been your single biggest highlight and why?
Wow, I mean, that's a really hard question, because actually probably my biggest highlights have all come about through working with other people. And you know, my career has always focused on looking at how Australia needs to transition from being a resource economy to being a knowledge economy. And that's something that's happening. So my biggest highlight, I suppose, is seeing that something that I believed in 10 years ago is becoming a reality now, and we're seeing the acknowledgement of the creative industries, the acknowledgement of the knowledge economy, the role that research and academia, the STEM field, science, technology, engineering, arts and mathematics, so seeing how that part of our society and our economy is being elevated has been probably the highlight of my career, but also working with lots of fantastic people and seeing their careers really advance, seeing them develop exciting new projects, and really seeing the whole Australian creative ecosystem growing and elevating.
That's great. And now you've had, like I said, an extremely impressive resume. You've done all kinds of different and varied things. Do you have any advice for people who would love to follow that creative path that you've carved out for yourself?
You know, it's really difficult because there is no clear career progression, and there's a lot. You have to be very self-reliant, and you have to do many jobs. If you don't have one job, you have to have multiple jobs, right? And the thing that I think is really interesting is actually that the traditional economy is looking so much more like the creative economy when we see the rise of the gig economy, of portfolio careers, of the kind of co-working and hot desking and stuff, that sort of collaborative workspaces that we see the corporate world adopting as well. That's all come directly from the creative industries. So the good news is that the corporate world looks more like the creative world, so maybe the creative world will start to have some of the certainty and maybe some of the career clarity that the corporate world currently has. So I'm hopeful we'll see more of that. But if between now and that future, I think for creative people you have to practice a lot of self-care, because you have to be so self-motivated and so reliant on yourself. You have to be the publicist, the accountant, the business development manager, as well as the key creative. You got to do it all, and it's really complex and time consuming, and it can be impossible to have work-life balance. So taking care of yourself is really important. And the other thing that's really important, I think, is working with other people and leaning on their skills, and knowing that you can't be good at everything and you don't need to be, but learn who you can work with.
Yes, no, I think that's great advice. Now, today's debate topic is a very controversial and provocative one. It's that in 2017, it's still a man's world. That this will be the debate that people like Jess will be talking about today. Jess, can you give us a bit of a teaser on your thoughts on this topic?
Well, I disagree.
You disagree?
Yes, because you know I'm on the negative team. So,
yes, okay.
So
first of all, you're required to disagree.
I am required to disagree.
Yes.
I'm required, and it's a very positive negative team because
Yes.
we're saying actually that it's not a man's world in 2017, and the way that we're doing that is by actually pointing to leadership. And I mean, this is the perfect forum and the perfect group of people to talk about leadership with. And you know, the culture of an organisation, a city, a country a lot of it spills down from the leadership that's shown at the top.
Yes.
And one of the things that's really exciting living in Sydney at the moment is that we have a female Lord Mayor. We've had Clover Moore as our Lord Mayor for 12 years. We've got a majority of councillors like me on the City of Sydney who are women, 7 out of 10.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, we have a female Premier. Previously she was our Treasurer. And not just in the world of politics and the economy, but also in the cultural world where I come from, and which I think really is the soft power of our society. We see an incredible amount of female leadership, and I'm going to point to some of the people who have led the way in that regard, and I think we're going to leave everyone feeling really positive about where women are in Australia in 2017.
That's great. Now, I'm very much looking forward to the debate and looking forward to your input. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks so much, Lynn.
Again, we're streaming live on Facebook for Business News Australia. I'll be back for some more interviews, and I'll also be live streaming the great debate as well. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.